This is an SWX Sports presentation. The Gonzaga Bulldogs take on the BYU Cougars. SWX College Basketball starts right now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Athletic Center. The now ranked number 23 Gonzaga Bulldogs about to renew the rivalry with the dreaded BYU Cougars. They are 4-6 overall. Gonzaga now 9-2. You're inside the McCarthy Athletic Center. Great to see everyone again. Greg Heister and Michelle Clark. Okay, rivalry. Let's start there. Like, big day.
Yes, very big day. It's been a rivalry here between Gonzaga and BYU for quite some time, and this is the last season that we're going to see it play out.
Yeah, BYU headed to the Big 12. Let's talk about their big stud in Lauren Gustin. This is not the same BYU team that we've seen over the last few years, but still, they've got weapons.
You're right. They definitely have weapons, and one of those weapons is Lauren Gustin. You see her numbers right there. She is a double-double machine, okay, year in and year out. This year, averaging 16 points and 13.7 rebounds, number one in the WCC conference. Gonzaga has a big task of limiting her touches because she's going to get them. She's going to get touches inside, but making sure that she's not a dominant force on the glass is going to be a big assignment for the Zags today.
And ladies and gentlemen, this might be Lisa Fortier's best team that she's ever had. We all know about Yvonne Ejim, but there's a lot more to this team than just their big post player.
Yeah, there is a lot more to this team. They have such a supporting cast. Two of those players in Brenna Maxwell, 55.4% she's shooting from the three-point line. Eliza Hollingsworth is following that up with a 55%. Number one and number two in the WCC in three-point percentage so far this season. Those two right there is what opens the floodgates for Yvonne Ejim to do the work that she does inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an opportunity for a great day in Zagville. The women looking to follow up that great win by the men today in Birmingham, Alabama. It is Gonzaga, it is BYU. The renewal of this great rivalry. Starting lineups and the tip-off when we come back. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Downtown Spokane. Look at the ice skaters out there in full force. What a great day to be doing that. Wintertime in the Inland Northwest and college basketball time inside the McCarthy Athletic Center. Take a look at today's starting lineups brought to you by Numerica Credit Union. Pay bills, deposit checks, access your account 24/7 with digital banking at Numerica Credit Union. Plus, show your Bulldog pride with your Zags debit card only at Numerica. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity. BYU with four players in double digits. Gustin, Falatea, Bubakar, Smiler, all in double digits. Strong, Maxwell, Williams, Hollingsworth, Yvonne Ejim, the starting five for GU today. Greg Heister, Michelle Clark. Here we go. Like, it is a bigger deal. Like, obviously BYU not part of the West Coast Conference. When you played,
yeah,
who was the big rival then? Was it St. Mary's?
It was St. Mary's or San Diego. Sometimes
okay.
They would flip back and forth.
Yeah, but there was always an extra edge to those games, I would imagine.
Oh, big time. Yes, this will be, sad to see these guys leave the league. But man, I'm excited to be a part of this game.
So am I. Strong with the basketball. Here's Ejim. She'll drive, left hand good, and you see the strength and the power and the ability to finish at the rim. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's a great start. That's probably exactly the way coaches drew that up, of wanting to execute right out of the gates.
That's
beautifully done.
That's like opening the game with a handoff to the fullback and just grinding it out for four.
Yep.
And our first foul of the game will go against GU's Hollingsworth, and this should be a shooting foul. Another look at Yvonne.
That's just a misread by BYU. I mean, when that's like Yvonne Ejim's game. When she catches it at the elbow, it's a 1-2 dribble up for a layup, and she just gave her a wide open lane to go do what she does best.
And so much power in that when she decides to go, she is going to do it. Here's Rose Bubakar at the free throw line. And BYU ties it at 2. Rose, a sophomore from Frederick, Maryland. Zags back on offense. Maxwell has been really good for GU lately. There's the turnover. And the lay-in. BYU off to a fast start, 4-2. Falatea with the bucket.
BYU is up in their face defensively. They're playing really aggressive. So Gonzaga, just take a deep breath. They need to find the right shot. Don't be in a hurry. Be patient with the basketball.
Hollingsworth was open on the inside. Maxwell missed her. 9 on the shot clock. Trying to go high-low here. Hollingsworth with the drive, and she uses the left-handed kiss as well.
Another left-handed kiss off the glass. You know, I thought she even had Yvonne Ejim open on the block there, but I got to commend the drive and the left-handed layup. That's good basketball to start early for the Zags.
This BYU team brings some length to this game.
Yeah, they're very long and really physical, too.
Smiler has that shot blocked, picked up inside. And there's the finish, and there's the young lady we've been talking about, Lauren Gustin.
And that's what she does well. She gets a lot of her own rebound putbacks. Gonzaga has got to find her and get a body on her every single time. You know, she's a good player. She's going to get some shots. They just can't allow her to get second and third chance shots.
16 points, 13.7 rebounds a game she's averaged. And the Cougars back on offense.
You know what makes this such a great rivalry is that they're always so evenly matched. You know, like they've got such great talent on all the positions on the floor for both of these teams, which makes it such a fought-out battle when they play each other.
Gustin a little long there. Prong with the bucket. Into the corner. Swing, Maxwell. Bingo!
You gotta love the extra pass, right?
You do.
Swing it around the rim to that wide open shooter who's shooting a high clip of a three-point percentage and knocked it down.
The transfer from Utah has found a home in Spokane. She's been great for the Zags this year. Took her a few games to kind of find her groove, and she is really in it now, taking the charge there, giving the ball back to GU.
See the drive there, beautiful. Draw the defense, one more pass, wide open shot on the opposite side of the three. Great ball execution there.
Zags now 3 of 4 from the floor to begin the game. Ejim at the elbow. Jump shot, good. She kind of just eased that one in.
Yeah, she did. But you see, her early drive made it so that little jab step made the defense drop off her, and she just stepped back for a nice smooth elbow jumper.
Smiler. Gustin. And a reset. 10 on the shot clock for BYU. Here's the lob. Poked away by Trong from behind, out of play. It remains with BYU, but just 5 on the shot clock.
You gotta love it when your point guard is on that opposite side of the defensive rotation there, but reads it so well and can come over and jump up and kind of bat that ball away. Because, I mean, if Gustin would have caught that, that could have been an easy 2 for BYU inside.
Zags go to the bench early. Destiny Burton just checked in. So did Callie Stokes, number 10. Boubacar. Good move, good finish. BYU now 3 of 4 from the floor to begin. Ejim. That's possibly the 2 best players in a West Coast Conference squaring off here today. Trong got inside, finished off the glass.
I love Kaylee Trong's hesitation dribble. It's so hard to defend, and she executed that just beautifully.
We will not see Kaylee, her sister, again today, still with a leg injury. We've not been given a date on her return. She continues to heal. She'll be back. The Zags will be even better. 8 on the shot clock. Missing the shot, but an offensive rebound. And another chance. And that shot was off by Ariel Mackey-Williams, number 5, who's checked in for the Cougars. 3-point Zag lead. Egypt, good position. Kick to the corner. Trong from 12. She won't miss many of those.
No, she won't. Again, just you see her poise and patience, right? She just a little up fake, 1-2 dribble. She wasn't in a hurry. Nice little jumper.
And the save and a chance for Gonzaga here. Trong with Stokes. Skip to the corner. Mackie Williams with the interception. BYU with the ball down by 5. Here's the lob to the post, too far. Tried to get it to Lauren Gustin. And the turnover is number 3 against BYU. 4:19 to play in this opening quarter. Zags up by 5. And welcome back. Here's tonight's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino. Partner?
All right, keys to the game. Limit Gustin. We've already seen her go into work today. Inside on those rebounds, that's a big task for Yvonne Egypt, not only to defend a really good player, but not allow her to have second and third chance looks on the glass. So limiting her touches, not allowing her multiple opportunities at the rim. And then for Gonzaga, is finding the right shot. We see BYU, their defense is tenacious, like they're up in their shorts, they're all over the place. And so not allowing their defensive ability to make them speed up their offensive game, but slow down, take a deep breath, and find the shot offensively that they want to take and not the one that BYU wants them to take. So far, honestly, Gonzaga's doing a great job.
Trong penetrating, missed the lefty. BYU. Stokes on the defense. Kelly, the redshirt freshman out of Redondo Beach, a good-looking young player for the Zags. 14 on the shot clock. This is Smiler, Boubacar, Gustin, in and out. That ball was halfway down. Would have been just a 2. BYU now 3 of 7. They've missed their last 3. The Zags have hit 4 of their last 5. Little hold there, no whistle. Ejim with a deep catch. Trying to earn the bucket, missed it. Gustin clears it. A lot of contact, going to be physical under the bucket today.
Yeah, real physical. Ejim did a good job. She had a look there, but it looked like the ball might have just got pushed up with it.
This is Falatea. At the elbow into the corner. Deflection. BYU got it back. 9 on the shot clock. Smiler to the baseline. Missed the shot. Loose ball, whistle. And this will be a foul against Brigham Young. And I believe it's on Kaylee Smiler. It is. That's her first, team second. Not a lot of energy in this building yet this show.
No, but you know, both teams really starting off with a lot of energy. I like what I'm seeing on both sides of the court here. Just strong defense, offensively, seeing a lot of really good things.
Boy, Trong working hard. Missed the shot. BYU in transition. Falatea into his corner. This is Smiler. Amanda Barcello on the floor now for BYU, number 1. Gustin goes to work. Bangs into Hollingsworth. No whistle. Bucket goes.
You see how physical she is there, right?
She's a load.
Yvonne Ejim was, doing a solid job on her, and then she's taking a break right now, and you see the difference it takes.
And Smiler jumped the pass, pinned the foul on Williams, and free throws coming, down by 3.
Gonzaga's just made a couple uncharacteristic errors. in their passing that has led, to either free throws or 2 points for BYU. If they can clean that up a little bit, they'd be sitting a little, better point-wise.
First bucket is good. Boy, that is some long hair on Kaylee Smiler. It's kind of hard to see her number when she has her back to you. It completely covers up her number.
Yeah, it does. It does.
All right, substitution for BYU. Emma Calvert, number 25, back on the floor. Emma, 6'4", sophomore from far west Utah. So I think BYU has the size to compete with Gonzaga. They've got size everywhere. Hollingsworth.
And
Emma from downtown.
That right there is what opens up those floodgates for Gonzaga, when you've got Hollingsworth who can step out and shoot the three, and BYU has a little bit of a brain lapse and forget that she can shoot that ball.
Strong took it away from Gustin. Kaylin falling down, picked up by Stokes. Bounce underneath, goes out of play. It's off of BYU. Gonzaga basketball.
They got lucky on that one. Just an on-ball screen. Oh, pop, she didn't follow me. I can shoot this all day long.
Yeah, she offers a lot to GU, just that size, and you're right, when she pulls the defender out of there. Williams, 15-foot jumper. Gonzaga now, I believe this is their largest lead. It's up to 6.
It's hard for a team like BYU to guard shooters like Gonzaga has, like that can just stretch the defense.
That shot in and out by Calvert. BYU 4 of 10 in this opening quarter. Gonzaga 8 of 12. Stokes, plenty of time. Jump shot, in and out. Gustin with another rebound. She's got 4 in this opening quarter. Just a smidge above her average.
Just a little.
Yes. BYU will play for 1 here, down by 6. 8 on the clock. Falatea driving, and the scoop goes. Good bucket there. Trong has a shot blocked, no whistle. 18-14 our score after the opening quarter here in Spokane between Gonzaga and Brigham Young. Great ball movement. Maxwell, the three-point shot. Zags hit 2 of them in that opening quarter. BYU's defense, though, keeping them close. The steal, the run out, 18-14 after 1. Second quarter when we come back. Gonzaga, BYU. Zags outpaced them by 4 in that opening quarter. What'd you like? What didn't you like?
Honestly, it's a great start. Good pace, back and forth by both teams. Solid defense. I think Gonzaga, they probably would have liked to have eliminated a few of those just, uncanny turnovers. It maybe be a different ball game, but a great start for both teams. They've got good energy. They're executing well. They're rebounding really well. It'll be interesting to see in this second quarter if one of them starts to separate a little bit.
Saw that shot a moment ago of Amber Whiting, a rookie coach for BYU. First time she's been involved in the Gonzaga-BYU rivalry. Gustin wanted a foul. Ejim took it away. Chance for the Zags. This is Peyton Muma, number 3 with the basketball. And now Hollingsworth. Maxwell trying to get open in the corner. And does. And there's the bump and a foul called on number 5 Ariel Mackey-Williams.
That's a right call. She was playing good defense, but at some point you got to keep both hands off their body. That's an easy call.
Ejim trying to get open inside. Gustin fronting her, denying her the basketball. Hollingsworth drives from the elbow. Shot short, good defense. Got it back though, reset. Muma faked the 3, traveled, skipped the feet, good call. Crowd doesn't like it.
It's a close one. She might have gotten a little feet happy there and, started to move before she threw the ball down on the floor, but.
It's a really difficult call.
It is.
I don't know how the officials ever see it, because half the time I don't see it, and I'm sitting right here. 4 turnovers now for GU. All the way to the rim and the finish with the left hand, Mackie Williams.
And you know what sets that up is Lauren Gustin. I don't know if anybody saw her pin Hollingsworth behind her, which just blew open a wide open layup for her teammate.
Great seal. Here's Ejim, 4 points. And we'll back it out and reset it. 10 on the shot clock. Mumu with the basketball and the 3 on the way, no shot. But an offensive foul called. What would they call that on?
Is that on Ejim?
Is it on Ejim? It is on Ejim.
That's a tough one.
This is going to be a physical basketball game between Ejim and Gustin.
Yeah, 2 very, very physical players.
Calvert in there now too. She's in there at 6'4". Hollingsworth for Gonzaga, trying to deny Gustin the basketball inside. Gustin somehow ended up with it. Smiler got into the paint but was tripping and falling and bounced the ball to Gustin in the finish.
How that ball got through there, I'm not sure, but it made its way to Lauren's hands.
And we are tied at 18. Ejim. Catch, but she missed the easy one. Got it back. Maxwell. Yvonne won't miss many of those.
No, she won't.
Hollingsworth with the drive, shot blocked, and grabbed by Emma Calvert. What a play. BYU with a chance to take the lead. Boubacar, three-pointer goes. It's 21-18 BYU.
You can just feel that momentum shift right now by BYU. Their energy just skyrocketed, and their team is raring to go right now. They want to take handle of this.
Yeah, they've just frankly been more physical, and then the offensive foul away from the ball. This will be on Williams. Michaela doesn't agree, but that's another turnover for GU.
That's just not coming out. Nobody even contested her. Nobody even gave her a high hand. I mean, she had all day to square up and shoot that three. You can see, you know, Gonzaga's getting a little frustrated.
Yeah.
It's a very physical game. You know, even that last one with Michaela Williams, she's going, well, come on, she's pushing me back. You know, that's where, as a veteran team, you got to just hold your composure and say, okay, we're not going to fight back. We're at their same game. Just play our game.
There's a takeaway. Burton with the deflection. Stokes to the floor to grab the ball. Zags down by 3. Strong. Six on the shot clock. There's a bump. Gotta be a foul. There's a whistle. Just the second foul on BYU this quarter. Stops the clock with 6:04. Look, this is going to be one of those games. Gonzaga wants to get out and run.
Yeah.
This is a team that's built on high-octane offense. They can defend. I don't want to take that away from them. BYU's trying to get this game in the mud, put it in 4 low,
Yeah.
and gain traction and try to power over them.
Yeah, put it in 4 low, which isn't necessarily Gonzaga's strong suit, right? They've got players. Egypt's strong enough to handle it. But as a collective whole, they're not their best when they're running up and down, getting some easies.
Yvonne tried to reverse it. She rips the ball away, falls to the floor. Possession arrow keeps it with Gonzaga.
You see Ejim, man, she's working her tail off down there. She's being so physical back with BYU, but at some level it does take a toll on you, right? Look at her. I mean, there's 4 BYU players, and she's getting in there.
Jump shot. Off the catch. Maxwell.
That right there is what will slow BYU down off of their physical game, is if Gonzaga can keep hitting some of those outside shots.
Gustin from the baseline, a soft touch. BYU back in front by 3. Zags 9 of 18, BYU 9 of 16. Each team with 5 turnovers. Gonzaga with a 2-rebound advantage. Strong. Long. Stokes had a hand on it. Can't corral it. BYU basketball. Stokes is going to be a great player.
Yeah, she is. I actually said before the broadcast started, I said I would love to see Kaylee Stokes just go off on one of these games. She has the capabilities.
Burton out. Esther Little in, the sophomore from England. Barcello, number 1, back on the floor for BYU. This is Mackie Williams. Culvert tried to go to Gustin inside, wasn't there. Penetration, wild shot, doesn't go. Ejim had it, and it's poked out of bounds by Gustin. Gonzaga basketball when we come back. Palatay a bit out of control there. 3-point game, 4:54 to play, first half in Spokane. Gonzaga fan of the game brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. Idaho Central Credit Union, your financial success fan club. There's your fan of the game. Pick one of those guys.
Yeah.
All 3 of them would work. Well, this is what BYU is dealing with. Of course, their great coach Jeff Judkins retired after all those years, but look at the players that he had at his disposal a year ago. Shaylee Gonzalez transferred to Texas. The others graduated. I think I did the quick math. There's over 50 points.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They were stacked.
Yeah. Stacked
last year. And you know what? Gustin was part of that crew, too, so she did get to learn from all those great players. But this is BYU team in many ways is a rebuilding team. A whole new staff, you know, different group of players. They lost some amazing, amazing talent, and they're trying to build around Gustin right now to try to get back to that top dominant BYU team that they used to be.
And this being their final year in the West Coast Conference is Hollingsworth a bit long in that 3. Calvert with the rebound. They're off to the Big 12 next year, and there's a whistle and a foul on Stokes with 4:34 to play here in the first half. And that's number 1 on Kaylee.
You know, for as physical as a game as it's been, you'd think the fouls would be higher, and every time I look up, I'm like, oh, they're not. You know, they're both teams are really playing great defensive.
Letting them play. Calvert, look at the strength. Stokes had a hand in there. And who they call the foul on? It is on Stokes, so she picks up 2 quick ones. Her hand got stuck in there.
She's just trying to get the basketball and got stuck on somebody's arm.
Little trying to battle. Whose ball? Gonzaga ball. BYU doesn't agree. And I'm a long way away from my vantage point. It did look like it should have been BYU ball.
Yeah.
Might be a break for Gonzaga. Who knows? 4:15 to go. Trong with it. Hollingsworth. Man, that is Stokes battling inside. And a foul called away from the basketball. Again, we've had several of these now. And this will be on Barcello.
Stokes was battling hard down low to try to get that post position.
And it is Barcello, not Barcello. So I stand corrected. Barcello. Maxwell. Again, contact. Hollingsworth. And now Maxwell. Into the lane and a whistle. Bucket won't count. It's on the floor, I believe. No bucket. Fans don't like that call, but I think they got it right.
You know, every time that Gonzaga's had action on that weak side with Hollingsworth and Maxwell, good things have happened. And I would like to see them, you know, because they're so focused on Ejim or some of the others, and that 2 combo is hard because they can both shoot the ball from the outside. So what do you do with Hollingsworth? You can't just sunk down, right? Because she can shoot it.
Like that, but missed it there. Long rebound goes to Barcello. Cougars up by 3 with the basketball. Gustin ended up with it. Trong fouled her before she could get the ball to the bucket. But she will shoot 2. And Yvonne Ejim back on the floor for GU. Esther Little goes out. Well, this is going to be an interesting halftime for GU.
Yeah.
What does Coach Fortier say to her team? Because they're in a muck fight.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the style of play that Gonzaga likes to play.
Yeah, well, if
BYU's controlling the tempo.
Oh,
right
they
now.
are 100%. They're totally controlling the game right now. And offensively, you know, Gonzaga hasn't really got to get into a flow of an offense. They're setting high picks with 10 seconds left on the shot clock, at least the last 4 out of the 5 possessions. And so I think the conversation is going to be, guys, speed up defensively, dictate what you want, but offensively, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Rotate the ball around, run what we run, get the shot we want to get.
And Trong tried to scoop it up. She's fouled. And now there are a lot of whistles and a lot of fouls being called.
Yep.
That dynamic has changed. BYU up by 5, but Kaylin Trong going to the free throw line.
I like seeing Kaylin being aggressive and getting to the rim and getting herself to the free throw line.
And that is the first free throw by a Zag this game.
Which is uncommon for them.
And BYU is 6 for 6. Trong hits them both. And Ariel Mackey-Williams back on the floor for BYU. And it's Emma Calvert going out. And I think I just saw Boubacar come back on too. I did not see who went out. Gabriella Bosque, number 0. Or Bosquez. Looks like her jersey. Yeah, her jersey says Bosquez. My roster says Bosque. And Boubacar, her second shot from downtown.
That's just a scouting report right there. You got to know who can step out and shoot that and make sure you have a high hand on them.
She's into double digits now with 10 points. Joins her teammate Gustin, each with 10. Trong, little stutter step. Left hand falls. Kaylin Trong now with 8.
I mean, if you're going to set those on-ball screens, you got to have somebody who can come off and be aggressive and be willing to get all the way to the rim.
Gustin the catch and finish. They've done a great job on her, making it really difficult for her to score points, but that one, defense wasn't there.
No, backside defense just wasn't there.
And a whistle and a foul. Listen, it may be a new staff for BYU, but this feels like the same old BYU thing to me.
It really does. I mean, they are competitors. They've always been competitors. They come in, and they know you come into a place like the McCarthy Athletic Center with a crowd like they have here, you know, and you got to be ready to play. You know, back and forth, BYU and Gonzaga has traded WCC season titles, championship titles. You know, it's either Gonzaga or it's BYU. So no matter what, they're always going to get up for this kind of a game.
Williams, a 90% shooter from the line, hits 1 of 2. 4-point game. 2 minutes to go, first half. Zags trying to create a turnover. Mackey-Williams with the basketball. Falateo with it. Williams there. Boubacar guarded by Ejim. Big step into the middle and a travel.
Great defense right there by Gonzaga. You see on the drive, other guards reaching in to swipe at the basketball to deter her, and then help side defense is right there when she went to go do her spin, which forced her into a travel.
Zags want to take some momentum to the locker room here. And again, another foul call against BYU. And it's on Mackey-Williams, that's 2.
I love how aggressive BYU is, you know, but they're trying to get through all the screens with Gonzaga, but you can't get through it by pushing your way through it. You know, you either ride right behind them and you're just a step behind, but pushing them through, you're going to get called for a foul every time.
Brenna Maxwell. What a find she has been.
Yes.
2-point game.
I love this full court pressure by Gonzaga right now. Hey, let's change it up for a little bit. We've got 1:24. Take some time off the shot clock for BYU.
Boubacar to the post. Gustin the catch. Skip out. Off the glass. Gabriela Vasquez from downtown. And it extends it back to 5 for BYU. Strong hangs. Missed it. Ejim the rebound. Put back goes.
What a big rebound by Yvonne Ejim, just rising up, coming down. She knew she's going to go right back up with that shot. Beautiful.
And now you feel some energy in the building. Boubacar wanting to go inside. Hollingsworth up on Gustin. 10 on the shot clock. Falatea for 3. In and out. Ejim the rebound. Yvonne with her 5th rebound to go along with those 6 points. Most of those 6 rebounds by Yvonne have been here in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just 5. I don't think they've updated the stat machine. Or they updated it very quickly. Maxwell. Ejim posting up from the elbow. Hollingsworth missed it. Gustin clears it, and there's the horn. 32-29 our score at the half. And I think goal number 1, Gonzaga's got to change the tempo of this game.
Yeah. They've
got to control how this game goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Right now, they're just letting BYU kind of do whatever they want. They're creating the tempo of the game defensively, and Gonzaga's just playing into it. They had a few little spurts there where they had some good offense, good execution, then they fall right back into the speed that BYU wants them to play at.
Yeah, we're getting Coach Fortier in position right now to ask her a few questions before she goes into halftime. All right, Coach, appreciate the time. You're down by 3, 32-29. Give us an idea how you're going to change the tempo. Right now, it seems like BYU controlling the tempo of this game.
Yeah, well, we're not playing physical enough. That's first thing. So everything we were trying to get on offense is a challenge because they're pushing us around. And then the other thing is just that we're letting these players who aren't very good just kind of hang out there on the perimeters and do whatever they want on offense. There's some players on their team that need a lot of attention, and we have to help on them. But we're kind of not pressuring the ones we're supposed to pressure, and we're over pressuring the ones that we're not supposed to pressure. So I don't really know what to tell them right now, to be honest with you.
Coach, well, what's your message to them right now at halftime for the number 1 correction that you need to make going into the second half?
I would say that we have to be more physical. I think that's the number 1 thing. Our team we can't get pushed around. It happened to us against UC Davis as well. We were getting pushed around, and it's not good. We can't be finesse players on offense.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks, you guys.
Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Coach.
And that's a lot of what we talked
Yep.
about, right? So her
Yep.
assessment was really our assessment. BYU, the more physical team. They controlled the pace, they controlled the tempo, and right now they control the scoreboard, up 32-29. Some good things for Gonzaga in that first half, but I tell you what, right now BYU is playing like they want this game a little bit more than Gonzaga, but a big half in front of us. Halftime from the McCarthy Athletic Center when we come back. All right, the Gonzaga halftime report brought to you by the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Join us at Coeur d'Alene Casino for a mouth-watering steak dinner, pampering spa treatment of the hottest games around. Coeur d'Alene Casino, a proud sponsor of Gonzaga Athletics. Coeur d'Alene Casino, welcome home. We are at halftime at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Greg Heister, Michelle Clark, look at those great players. And some halftime entertainment. I have no idea who they are. But we got a basketball game that partner's stuck in the mud.
Man, stuck in the mud just a little bit. There just hasn't really been a flow to this game. BYU has handled the tempo, both offensively and defensively. Gonzaga has had some spurts, you know, when Trong has gotten in there and been able to penetrate to the rim, but we haven't had like a good physical inside dominating presence yet.
And I'm not sure I've ever seen Lisa Fortier more angry, we'll use that word, going into a locker room at halftime than we just saw her.
You know, because it's what she said. Hey, they talked about that at the UC Davis game. You got to be more physical. You got to be the one that puts your foot down first and not be reactive to what the other team is doing to you. And so I'm sure it's just something that she's been reiterating to her team for the last few games, and she's wanting to see the change.
And conversely, right now, BYU's in that locker room saying, guys, we're close. Just keep doing what you're doing. Let's take a look at the stats and see if they back things up. First of all, if you allow them to shoot 57% from the floor, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
You're just going to lose.
Yeah, 12 of 21 from the floor. I mean, that's just not getting enough pressure in their faces. Defensively, I mean, we saw a couple of BYU shots where a hand wasn't even in their face, you know? And so that's just reading the personnel and knowing where are my players at? Who should I have a high hand out on? Who do I let have a little bit of distance? But, you know, points off of turnovers, not too bad. They're evenly matched there. Free throws, though, Gonzaga has only gotten to the free throw line 5 of 6.
Yeah, that's not enough.
That's not enough for them, and that's where the physicality piece comes in. You know, they need to get more physical, get themselves to the free throw stripes, and get some easy shots to go in.
And when she says, I don't know what to tell them at halftime, it's because this is not about X's and O's.
Yeah.
This is not about making change. This is about, like, putting your foot down and saying, you guys need to play harder or we're going to lose.
Basically, yeah.
Halftime continues from the McCarthy Athletic Center when we come back. Tune in to SWX at Wednesday night as these 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs battle the Montana Grizzlies in a non-conference clash right here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Tip-off set for 6. Gonzaga women's basketball live this Wednesday only on SWX, your home for local sports. Greg Heister, Michelle Clark, still courtside, halftime here between GU and BYU. This is what the preseason coaches poll looked like. Gonzaga picked to win another West Coast Conference title. BYU, they're at number 3. They're only 4-6 on the year. They're obviously better than a 4-6 team.
They are better than that, and we're seeing it on display tonight. They're a very physical team. I think they're definitely going to finish top 3 in the WCC conference. But you know what? Portland, they are similar to Gonzaga, and they've got a lot of returning players coming back for them. One of them including a former WCC Outstanding Player of the Year in Alex Fowler. You've also got a team like USF, you know, who's got the top scorer on their team in Kermilli, who leads the Dons after averaging at least a best of 19.6 points per game last season. You've got also, you know, San Diego, who's one of the best defensive teams, who creates a lot of turnovers. You've got a tough stack right there. And so I would say top 3, you're going to see those in the top 3. And then after that, they could mix up in any which direction.
And we should say congratulations to USD. They made it to the Final Four in women's volleyball.
Oh.
Yeah, really, really, really cool. They lost in that semifinal match, but what a season it was for the Toreros on the volleyball court. Well, ladies and gentlemen, BYU out on the floor. Gonzaga not out of here yet. Talk about that when we come back. All right, we're back at the McCarthy Athletic Center getting ready for the start of the second half between BYU and Gonzaga. Well, this is what this rivalry has been since BYU joined the West Coast Conference back in 2011 and 12. Head-to-head wins, Gonzaga 16, BYU 12. There is no greater rivalry on the women's side, is there?
Yeah, no, there isn't. This has been it for quite some time, and it's going to be, you know, sad to see it go. I mean, you see all the regular season titles, obviously GU coming out bigger on that one, but WCC tournament titles, it's always either been Gonzaga or BYU.
Yeah.
Gonzaga or BYU.
And it's interesting, look at that, WCC Player of the Year honors, 4 for GU, 7 for BYU. They've had great players.
They have had great players.
They've got another one in number 12, Lauren Gustin. All right. Let's see if the halftime talking to makes a difference. I bet it does.
I hope it does, and I hope it starts right here on the defensive side here for Gonzaga, where they're just dictating what BYU can and can't do with their offense.
Bubakar, got to keep an eye on her. She hit a couple of threes in that first half. Smiler with the basketball. Gustin got Hollingsworth in the air and then drove on her.
Great patience by BYU there, just waiting to find the right shot. Got the ball into their top player there, Gustin, and I'd allow her to make plays with the basketball as well.
And a foul away from the ball. And this will be on Kaylee Smiler.
She catches it at that low wing. Just dribble. I mean, how do you stop that? She's such a strong physical body inside. She can take you off the dribble. Just a great player.
Well, I think the only way to stop it is to stay down. You'd rather have her shoot it there than drive on you, right?
Yep.
It's the only way around it. But Gustin now with 14, she leads all scorers. Here's Williams. Kaylin Trong. Off the glass, she'll shoot free throws.
I like that. I liked her doing that in the first 2 quarters as well. That's exactly what Gonzaga needs. That little high ball pick between her, Trong and Ejim, and allow Trong. She's good with the basketball. She can make decisions. If she sees the lane, go to the rim. If not, kick it over to Ejim. But if anything, she got herself to the free throw line.
And look, we haven't really talked about it at all. And not that Coach Fortier would ever make any kind of excuses, but the girls, the ladies, the women are coming off of finals week.
Yeah, and it's brutal
It
at a
is
school
brutal.
like this.
Especially,
you know?
yeah, I was just going to say that, where academics are held to a high standard.
Yeah.
You got to study, you got to do well. And then you got to come out here and play world-class basketball against your rival.
Yeah.
That will do anything to win.
It's a tough task, you know, to be a student athlete.
Hollingsworth clears the miss. Wild shot by Palatea. Trong again to the bucket and a chance for 3. And now the crowd is up into it.
Now the crowd is going crazy. Great read by Trong. And I love her little scoop shot. She knows she's got to get creative, right? Otherwise her shot's going to get blocked. You see her dribbling in. She's looking for teammates, finds the lane, little scoop, gets the body, makes it, and has a chance for a 3-point play.
That foul on Gustin, that's her first. 1-point game. Kayla Williams trying to get to the ball. Bubakar, BYU skip to the corner.
See Gonzaga's kind of transition into this 2-3 zone defense to give BYU a little look. I like it. Change it up a little bit. You know, give them something different.
Having to run it down is Palatea, 2 on the shot clock. She got through 2 zags and got the bucket up. Gonzaga lucky there.
I love the run out by Gonzaga. This is what we were talking about. This is their flow of the game, right? Getting the rebound, going after it on a run out. Ejim posting up inside.
Good defense inside. Palatea came over to block that shot by Ejim. And it's BYU basketball.
But great basketball,
tough,
right?
yes.
I mean, that's what we want to see. I love this full court, kind of 2-quarter court pressure by Gonzaga. They have to do something, right, to give BYU a different look and get them off their game.
Bubakar in the corner. Drives into the lane. Ejim backed up. Easy bucket.
I think she just didn't want to give Gustin an open look, but she maybe could have played that better with a bluff and recover. She just kind of stood there and waited.
Maxwell trying to fight for the basketball. Hollingsworth with it. BYU will continue to be physical, and they'll try to keep this game in the mud. And the Zags open it up a little bit offensively. Ejim settles for the 17-footer and misses. 36-34, Palatea. Bubakar. Calvert there to set a screen. Bubakar to the baseline. Little stutter, a lot of dribble. 7 on the shot clock. And Ejim, I thought, with a great block inside on Ariel Mackey-Williams, but the foul is called.
I'd like to see that replay as well. It looked like a block to me too, but again, tough angle.
Yeah, hard to tell there. But that is number 2 on Ejim. Williams and Hollingsworth go out for GU. Burton and Stokes check back in. So what do you think of this lineup? Gonzaga's countering with big. Right? Hollingsworth loves to patrol the outside. You bring Burton in, they've got to get more physical inside, I guess.
Yeah, Burton is a little bit more physical than Hollingsworth, but Burton's going to have to do her work early because she's not quite as big, right? And so she's got to do some early work if she wants to make a dent inside this BYU defense.
37-34. Strong. Step back 3. Tied at 37.
And she's just taking over right now, saying, guys, come on. Get on my back and let's go for a ride.
It will soften BYU up if they can start hitting some of those 3. Ejim swatted that entry pass away, tried to go to Gustin. Gonzaga can take the lead here. Strong with a lot of contact there by Mackey-Williams, and the foul is called.
I love the aggressiveness by Trong, just going at players, drawing fouls, getting to the rim, getting herself to the free throw line. That's allowing her outside shot to open up. You see this, oh, you're not coming with me, I see a little gap, I'm just gonna pop and shoot. That's good gamesmanship right there.
Zags with 3 makes from behind the line. That's not typical. 3 of 6, good percentage. They're not shooting a lot of them. Stokes from the elbow. And now the offense may be a bit easier for GU. They open this 3rd quarter hitting 3 of their first 5.
It's almost like they have their swagger back. Like, hey, let's just settle in. And I think, honestly, defensively is what changed the ticket for them.
Oh, they're seeing a kickball here. Stokes had earned the steal. And a timeout is being called.
Defensively, Gonzaga coming out and showing BYU a couple different options, got them kind of back on their heels.
5:33 to go in the 3rd. Zags with some energy. Gonzaga coverage of the game brought to you by Primera. Primera, proud partner of the Gonzaga basketball program. Kaylin Trong, where would they be without her right now?
Yeah, she really has just thrown the team on her back. You see her there getting an N1, coming off of a high pick, realizing nobody came with her, so she pops for a 3. She has just done a phenomenal job in the start of this 3rd quarter to just say, hey, guys, offensively, we need to show them what we're capable of. Get on my back and let's go for a ride.
Yep, we're okay. We're okay. Veteran leadership. Kaylin was 16 points, 5 of 9 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 of 5 from the line, 3 assists. Zags have life. Long way to go. BYU will fight back. Trust me on that. Listen, though, I was told a long time ago when I started doing this, over a 30-game season, you're going to have 10 games that you play really well, 10 games that are just average, and 10 games that you stink. If you can win most of those games where you stink, you're going to have a great year.
Yep.
You're not going to be at your best every game. Gustin, great catch, but I think she dribbled on that end line. And so this is just one of those games right now for Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Will they still win? That's the question.
Well, you know, I mean, look at their record so far. You know, 9-2. They've played some tough teams.
Yes.
They've had to battle. They haven't played great in every game. I think UC Davis was one of those, right? It was close at half. And then they pulled it out in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
Burton. And a foul. And a chance for a 3-point play for Destiny Burton. And I believe it was Ejim who got her hands on that rebound and kept it alive for Gonzaga. Look at Ejim battling inside. Yeah, actually she gets the assist.
Yeah, great recognition there to just dump it to her teammate for an easy 2.
Destiny, a junior from Arlington, Texas. And she connects. Gonzaga just like that, up by 5.
And I'm telling you, Greg, it has started right here on the defensive end. They started the third quarter on defense, and they've just been throwing different options at BYU, and BYU hasn't had a chance to adjust.
Trying to go high-low to Gustin, and the turnover. Stokes tied her up on the catch. I don't think Lauren agreed with the call. 4:45 to play, third quarter. Zags up by 5 with the ball. All right, tonight's Smiles of the Game brought to you by Delta Dental. We're on a mission to help make Washington State 100% cavity-free. To learn more, visit cavityfreewa.com to see how we're making a difference in our community. Brought to you by Delta Dental of Washington, proud supporters of Healthy Smiles and your Gonzaga Bulldogs. Everyone's smiling with that entertainment. 2 little ones battling it out on the court. Look like sisters. I wonder what they win. Hey, we got a great game brewing here in the second half between these rivals, Gonzaga and BYU. BYU controlled that opening half, really kept the game in the mud. Gonzaga, though, has opened this third quarter. I still won't say the offense has come easy.
No.
It's just been more efficient, and they've found their way.
Yes, it's been more efficient. They've found their way. And defensively, they've really set the tone from the very beginning. And that's what's been the big game changer here.
Ejim on Gustin. Williams, step back 3, short. Ejim, what a rebound that was. And a foul called. I was completely blocked out by 3 black jerseys, and all of a sudden 2 hands came through and snatched the ball. That was crazy.
She was battling in there, moving them around.
She's surrounded.
Yep. Awesome job. I mean, that just shows you Ejim's just physicality and strength to just stay in there and battle for that rebound.
7th rebound of the game for Yvonne, now at the free throw line. And Amanda Barcelo checking back into the game for BYU. Ejim at the free throw line.
You know, Greg, I can't say it enough. I'm going to reiterate it again. Awesome job to Lisa and her coaching staff for making those adjustments at halftime. And the defensive just transitions that they have made, you know, this 3-quarter court trap here that they've shown them, and the adjustments, you know, BYU just has not been able to adjust. We're seeing an easy one here, right? So they finally are adjusting, but it's taken them how long?
Yeah.
I mean, that's only their 7th point in this quarter.
And Gustin the bucket. She now has 16. 5-point Gonzaga lead. Ejim is fouled. Gustin doesn't agree with the call.
I thought it was a late whistle. I was kind of wondering, well, where was the foul? It sounded like a late whistle to me, but I think it was the right call. She had her arm clear across her.
There were a lot of whistles in that second quarter. A lot of fouls called. Eliza Hollingsworth will be checking back in momentarily for GU. Ejim at the line with 8 points, 7 rebounds, and now 3 of 3 from the stripe. This is the sign of a really good team. And again, I need to get in front of myself here. There's a long way to go.
Yes.
But good teams win without their best play.
Yes, totally. They make those adjustments that need to get made, and they execute when they need to execute.
Gustin. Stokes got up under her on the catch. Gustin had nowhere to come down. Foul called on Stokes. It's also an indication of a coaching staff that's in control.
Oh, yeah. They're seasoned, right?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we've been here before. We're good. What adjustments do we need to make? Let's not panic. What else can we do? Can we throw something different at them? You know, it's
Play to her strengths. Gustin, she's just good. She's just flat out good. catch in the finish. Hollingsworth could not get a hand on that shot.
She's so good at that lob pass and just knowing positionally where she's at in relation to the rim.
Trong. Oh, the screen by Stokes. Frees up Caitlin Trong from downtown.
And man, did they need that. She's just giving them that emotional energy boost every single time down the floor offensively.
Trong now with 19. She leads everybody. There's a nice finish by Falatea. She has 6. Nani, a good-looking player. I like watching her play.
Yeah.
Here's Williams. Turnaround. I think a hand got on that shot. Stokes with the offensive rebound, but can't get it back to the rim.
Great rebound by Stokes. If maybe she could have just kicked it out and reset the shot clock.
Vasquez bounced into the corner. 3 on the way. Gustin tried to tape it to herself. Caitlin Trong with the basketball. Maxwell, quick trigger. Oh, that looked good when it left her hand. She's one of those shooters. There's a foul called on Stokes. But Maxwell's one of those shooters that every time it leaves her hand, you expect it to go in.
It's smooth, right?
Yeah,
She's got good arc on the basketball. It looks good in the air.
Yeah, it's just textbook. It's beautiful to watch.
I like her taking that shot. I thought it was still kind of an early shot for how much transition back and forth we've had, you know. Would have been a good opportunity for Gonzaga to just set up an offense and execute a play.
Kaylee Stokes checks out with 4 personal fouls. And Esther Little, number 0, back on the floor for Gonzaga. We saw her in the first half. Little defending here with a block. Defense doing some work for Gonzaga here in the third quarter. Little runs it down. Williams with it. Hollingsworth can shoot the 3. Gustin way out. Middle should be open. Trong with the drive. Scoop shot goes. How did that get up and in?
It's been all Caitlin Trong this whole third quarter for Gonzaga.
And I talked about possibly it'll be Gustin or Ejim as the West Coast Conference Player of the Year, but what about Caitlin Trong?
Yeah, she's saying, hey, what about me? I know how to shoot it. I can dribble, drive. I can get inside the paint and lay it up. What more do you want from me? Man, talk about just putting the team on her shoulders, and did they need it big time right now in this third quarter.
Caitlin with 21 points, 7 of 11 from the floor, 2 of 3 from 3, 5 of 5 from the line, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. If she doesn't do another thing, you tip your cap.
Yeah.
What a great game.
I mean, BYU just has not had a single answer for her. They can't shut her down.
And she might be the most diminutive player on the floor, right, with all this physicality?
Yeah.
But she's able to score 21.
You know what? Because she's just so calm and poised. You don't see her get flustered.
Cerebral, right?
Yeah.
Beating her with her brain.
Yeah, totally.
Beating them.
Totally.
Mackie Williams with the basketball. Ejim watching Boubacar inside. Gustin wanting the ball. Here's Boubacar at the elbow. The drive. Ejim blocked it. Grabbed by Little. The Zags' interior defense has been great here in the third.
It really has. And you see Ejim just using her length and her ability to just rise up and stay straight up.
Yvonne. Boubacar came over. Loose ball. Picked up by Ejim. Possession arrow gets it to BYU. This Cougar team is really well coached defensively. They are in the right position at all times, and they know who to go double. They dig, and they just make it so tough.
That's a smart team knowing their scouting report is what that is. They sound fundamentally defensively right, but then knowing your scouting report, knowing who to lay off of and who to get up on.
Under a minute to go here in the third. Vasquez back to Gustin. Baseline not there, 7 on the shot clock. Vasquez got all the way inside and scored. How did she do that? Gabriella, the senior from Kyle, Texas. 5-second differential with the two clocks. Here's Ejim inside. Dumped it down. Hollingsworth skipped to the corner. Williams' three is long. Rebound Barcelo. And now BYU will play for one, down by 5. Williams driving on Williams. Left it. Gustin with the touch. And we've got a 3-point game going to the fourth quarter in Spokane. Gonzaga outscores BYU 21-15 in that third quarter, but BYU perhaps with some momentum as we head off to the fourth. Number 23, Gonzaga 50, BYU 47 after 3. Gonzaga Hoops Play of the Game brought to you by Multicare Health System. Whether you're at home or in the kennel, Multicare's team of doctors, nurses, and specialists partner with you all season long. We got to pick many players, or many plays by Kaylin Trong. She's been great. 21 points, partner, 7 of 11 from the floor. But she is fighting right now.
Yeah.
She's a fighter.
She is a fighter, and she's like, hey, guys, this isn't how we're doing this with BYU on our home court, okay? And she's really stepped up offensively. She's allowed it to just come to her. She hasn't rushed or forced anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, this is where these games between Gonzaga and BYU are often decided in the final quarter. This one will be too. Ejim bounce. Hollingsworth missed it. Calvert with it for BYU.
Beautifully executed, right? Just missed an easy bunny at the rim.
Calvert wanted to go high-low, but Ejim in there defensively. Here's the toss. Calvert the finish, and I think that shot was blocked by Williams.
Yeah, there was definitely a tip on it. It was great rotation defense by Gonzaga.
Get it to Maxwell. 3 on the way. Brenna Maxwell from downtown.
Hey, if Trong can keep having the same quarter she had in the third and the fourth, and then Maxwell can show up and hit a couple more of those, they can stretch it a little bit.
6-point Gonzaga lead. Gustin. There's a 3 on the way, and the answer by number 3, Nani Falatea. Falatea now with 6 points.
You see BYU settling into their own little 2-3 zone here. That's where Gonzaga's shooters, they need to be ready.
Ejim at the elbow. Dump it down. Hollingsworth. Elijah with 7.
She didn't miss that one.
No, that was good offense, though.
Yeah,
the quick ball movement. Calvert. Trong inside with the rebound. Stuffing that stat sheet, her third rebound. Trong, I thought she was going to let it go.
I did too.
She will this one. Kaylin for 3, that's off. And a foul inside, and this will be on Ejim. And that is number 3. Boubacar coming back into the game for BYU. 7:51 to go. Gonzaga up by 5. BYU led by 3 at the half. Gonzaga outscored the Cougars by 6 in that third. They now have a 5-point lead.
Great defense by Yvonne. Didn't try to bring her hand down, just went straight up. Nice block shot.
Strong. A little long on the runner, trying to earn it back. Loose ball corralled by Barcelo. Zags 2 of 5 to begin the fourth. BYU 1 of 4. And a foul inside, and is this on Ejim? It is.
That's her fourth.
That's number 4 on Yvonne. So that's a big foul. Will she stay in the game? No. She's coming out. Nope, they didn't get her in time. Yvonne's got to be careful here. Corner 3, short. Ejim the rebound, but I think lost it on that end line.
It looked like Ejim and Maxwell both were going for it at the same time and might have hit it off of the two of them.
Ejim out, Destiny Burton in.
Oh, you see the frustration. They're like, oh. That should have been a Zag rebound.
Bubakar. Falatea. Hollingsworth almost tipped that away from Gustin. 7 on the shot clock. Gustin spinning. Jump hook, missed it. Bubakar flying in with the offensive rebound and putback. Oh, that was a rebound.
I mean, just get out of her way because she was coming in to get that board.
Rosa, sophomore from Frederick, Maryland. 3 on the way. Maxwell rimmed that one out. BYU can tie it with a 3. Falatea right to the rim. And a timeout called Gonzaga. Cougars back to within a point, 6:19 to play. Tempo picks up, but it's the Cougars right now finding the offensive edge. They lead, Gonzaga leads by a point. Tune in to SWX Wednesday night as these 23rd ranked Gonzaga Bulldog women. Well, let me get the right read here. That was 22. This is 21. Tune in to Nonstop Local KHQ and SWX on Tuesday as the 15th ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs return home to the kennel for a non-conference battle against the Montana Grizzlies. Tip-off set at 6. Gonzaga basketball live Tuesday night on Nonstop Local KHQ and SWX, your home for local sports. So the men play Montana Tuesday. The women play Montana on Wednesday. You can see the men on KHQ and SWX. The women you can watch on SWX on Wednesday night. Now we're up to date. Oh boy, a lot of basketball. These are the rough ones as a fan, right? Because you know the potential. You know what BYU's doing to them right now.
I think it'll just take a couple big Gonzaga plays to just erupt this crowd and allow BYU to just feel the tenacity of this building.
Yeah, Maxwell fighting through everything right now. There's Burton, 3 on the shot clock. Somebody's got to shoot it, and there's the turnover. BYU's defense is stifling on that possession. Michaela Williams will be checking back in for GU. The Cougars can take the lead here. That's off. Maxwell, weak side rebound. Kaylin Trong.
Every possession counts in a game like this. 5 minutes left. It's every offensive execution needs to be done perfectly. They need to make sure they get every shot that they want.
Hollingsworth. Stokes, 3 on the way. Burton, rebound. Put back is good. Destiny Burton, what a shot, what a rebound.
That was a huge offensive rebound put back for Gonzaga there, Destiny Burton.
Now with 5 points. Mackie Williams. Bubakar lines up to 3, that's off. Stokes clears the miss.
Well, that's the one who can shoot and make it. She's hit 2 already, so Gonzaga needs to make sure they don't give her another open look like that.
Maxwell, Burton at the elbow. Strong, fake the 3, drive on Bubakar. Oh, behind the back to Stokes. Kelly drives, jump shot long. That was quite a pass from the free throw line behind her back.
I didn't even see that coming, and I was right there.
To the deep corner. Caitlin Trong, a magician. To the post, Gustin. Can't handle it, and Trong throws it off of her.
Trong, for being one of the smallest players on the team, Her backside, help side defense on Gustin down low has been tremendous all game long. Look how, just reading that, grabs it, throws it off of Gustin's foot for a BYU turnover. Just getting it done on both sides of the floor.
Remember that moment. Zags up by 3 right now. Gonzaga can get points on this possession. We'll look back and see how many they win by. That may have been the play that wins the game for Gonzaga. 3 on the way.
And that.
Strong with the downtown 3.
And a three-pointer on the other end. I mean, she is just having a game. It is fun to watch.
Kaylin Trong, 24 points, and the block by Hollingsworth. But a foul is called.
Look at her coming off. I mean, if I'm BYU, I would stay all over her. You know, I mean, she's the game changer right now. I wouldn't even give her an inch, not even an inch, and they just gave her a half an inch.
That's the first foul on Eliza Hollingsworth. Paulatea at the free throw line. Now with 9 points. From Salt Lake City, Utah. Hits them both. 4-point Gonzaga advantage. 3:40 to play. Mackie Williams trying to make it hard now for Tron. Hand off Maxwell. Defense right up in their grill. Tron had a little opening, missed the shot. And the rebound by Kaylee Smiler. To the post. Gustin. Spin. Williams there with the defensive help. And the block. That's the way you do it right there,
That's the
partner.
way you do it. You know what? And Kaylin Trog was digging in from the top of her, and then Michaela Williams on the backside helped. Beautifully executed defense right there.
10 on the shot clock. Williams. Hollingsworth with a great catch, got it back, and now we'll shoot free throws.
It looked like a lot of body on the first one, but Hollingsworth stuck with it, got her rebound, and eventually got the second foul, and now we'll have a couple shots at the stripes to earn it.
And Yvonne Ejim going to come back in now with those 4 fouls. She's in the game for the final 2 minutes and 45 seconds. She will be soon. Eliza with 7 points. She's 1 of 3 from the line. 5 rebounds. 2 of 4. 5-point Gonzaga lead.
These are 2 really big free throws right here.
They may have been big, but not a problem for Eliza.
Not a problem for Eliza. She's a great shooter.
Ejim on the floor now to help close this out for her team. 6-point Gonzaga lead. Mackie Williams missed it. Long rebound. Williams runs it down for GU.
That was a big possession. Great defensive play.
Maxwell left alone, missed the 3. Stokes, the offensive rebound, put back, and a chance for 3.
Well, I was going to say, Maxwell, I thought that was an early 3, but it worked out in Gonzaga's favor, and that Stokes was right there to get the rebound, put back, plus the body. Just the right spot, knocks it down, and now she has a chance for a 3-point play. Big turn of events.
And she beat Gustin.
Yeah.
Rebound, Bubakar. Gonzaga up by 8. A little over 2 minutes to go. Paulatea's 3 is off. Trong the rebound. Kaylin's 4th rebound. And now she's going to drain a little clock. Kaylin. Ejim drives, dumped it. Stokes. Good look. Minute 30 to play. Good thing is that took 30 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it used most of the clock for that time.
Gustin is stripped by Trong.
Such a gamer, Caitlin Trong.
She is everywhere, partner.
Right? I mean, she's not just going in to deflect the ball. She's just going to take it.
Zags with just 2 players in double digits. Maxwell with 10. Caitlin Trong with 24. Maybe 27. It rimmed out. That was halfway down. Minute 4 to go. I think Gonzaga going to win this game.
You know,
Stokes checks out. Boy, does she make some plays down the stretch.
yes, she did.
Listen, and again, we hate to get ahead of ourselves. 8-point leads have been lost with a minute
Sure.
to play. There's no doubt.
Sure.
But this is one of those games.
Yeah.
Right? It's just one of those games. Good teams find a way to win.
Good. That's what I was going to say. Good teams find a way to win. And
Yeah.
number 23 ranked team, right? They're not going to get frazzled by the halftime score that they saw. They settled in. The coaches made the adjustments that they needed to make. The team answered. And then you got somebody like Trong, who can show up as big as she did in the third quarter and as big as she's been showing up in this fourth quarter too.
Yes.
It's been huge for Gonzaga.
And look, for my money, the key, BYU shot over 50%
Yeah.
for the first 3 quarters. This fourth quarter, they're now 3 of 13.
Yeah.
Gonzaga's defense got it done when they needed to.
Absolutely. But you know what? If I'm BYU, I'm walking out of here feeling good.
Yeah, we got a chance.
Yeah.
We got a chance. They got to come here. They got to come,
Yeah.
right? to
And then I think
Provo.
corrections that Gonzaga needs to make when they go down to Provo is, hey, points in the paint. BYU dominated inside. Gustin got almost whatever she wanted, and Gonzaga didn't have much of an inside presence. Thankfully, that third quarter, Trong got him going from the outside. But man, for them to get a bigger stretch away from BYU, they need to have more of that inside presence that they just didn't have tonight.
the one counter I would say to that, if
Yeah.
you're BYU, they held Yvonne Ejim to 9 points and they didn't win.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like
I
that
know.
may have been their chance to get Gonzaga.
Right.
We'll see. Time will tell.
Yep.
Under a minute to go. Caitlin Trong. So important to have a ball handler like this to end a game. There's a kick ball by Gustin.
It really is. You know, as a coach, it's like such a relief. Like, get the ball in her hands. We'll be good.
And the ball was kicked with 6 on the shot clock. That's a big play. It goes back to 20. The Zags can chew up a little clock here as Ejim now will shoot free throws. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, just 3. Yep, they won't shoot free throws. It's just third here in the fourth. Here's Ejim with it. And now Trong looks at the clock. So use that dribble, chew off a little time. Skip Maxwell, open 3, and she's fouled.
Well, I think that's the final dagger right there.
I think so too. Put the stamp on it and mail it.
Yep, it's done. Good find by Caitlin Trong. Maxwell over in the corner. Her feet are set, ready to shoot. Takes the hit straight through, and she's going to make this a 4-point play.
Brenna with 13, 3 of 6 from behind the line. And now they're going to look. Maybe her feet weren't quite behind that line. They were really close on that highlight that we just
Yeah.
saw. So maybe they're going to take a look at that.
Make sure it was a 3, or maybe it was just inside.
I kind of think that those toes may have been touching that 3-point line. Either way, it's going to be a chance for 3 or a chance for 4.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. Yeah, it's close. Huh? Maybe that angle. Yeah, clearly
That
that
right
foot.
foot, yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Officially a 2.
So that'll make it 66-56, I believe, yes. Zags up by 10 with 35 seconds to go. So Maxwell with 12 instead of 13. She can get to 13 here. Zags up by 11. Boy, did they face some adversity today against BYU. Showed a lot of resolve and grit. Hung in there. And then used that fourth quarter to clamp down defensively. Nothing has come easy for BYU on the offensive end this quarter.
No, you know, and it's that help side defense that Gonzaga's done a much better job on Lauren of fronting her and then having that backside help. She's had to work hard for every single point she's gotten inside.
Egypt has fouled out, 9.7 rebounds. Not her best game, but she doesn't care. Her team won.
Yep, there's still a W next to that one.
I'm trying to do the math quickly. So BYU was 7 of 12 from the field in the third quarter.
Yeah.
So better than 50%, 60%, right?
Yeah, I mean, the shots that they...
It's this fourth quarter where they just, like all of a sudden, the right button was pushed. BYU 3 of 13, 23%, and that's going to be the difference in this game.
Yeah.
Because the Zags are only 6 of 17 this quarter. 12 of 31 for the half, which is 38%. It's not like their offense lit up.
No.
Their defense got stops.
Yeah, Kaylin Trong coming in on that backside help and stripping the ball away, you know, just making plays defensively. And it limited BYU to offensive possessions, you know?
Yes.
And their three-quarter court trap, you know, and the zone that they kind of fell back into, it forced BYU to use a ton of clock. You know, you looked at every shot that they took, there was 8 seconds, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. You know, they didn't get any early shots at all in their possessions.
So I wonder if you're a coach and your team plays this game. They didn't play well for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Say it like it is.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, they turn it on, they win it. You leave here feeling good about things? Do you leave here like, because coaches are always chasing perfection.
Yeah.
Right? They're always chasing perfection. I'm going to look at this and say, you know, I saw a tremendous effort. A team faced a lot of adversity.
Yeah.
They gutted it out, found a way to win. Like, I'll take that team over a team that just rolls in here, wins by 30 every time. I really will. I think it prepares you more down the road.
Oh, for sure. Although I will say those years of Courtney Vandersloot when we did roll people by 30, those were really nice. Those were really nice, Greg.
Yeah, those were nice. 67-58. And still, I think that's a score that's indicative of what BYU wanted.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was Gonzaga's defense that put the clamps on them.
Yeah, kudos, honestly, to Gonzaga coaching staff and the corrections that they made at halftime. When they came out in that third quarter, they were ready.
Yeah.
They threw all kinds of different defense at them, and BYU just couldn't get their feet under them to get going again like they were in those first 2 quarters.
Yeah, I agree. Time to announce tonight's player of the game, presented by A to Z Rental. No job is too big or too small. With 8 convenient locations, we rent everything. Let A to Z Rental be your most valuable player, and it is none other than the great Kaylin Trong. And 24 points, 8 of 16, 3 of 7, 5 of 5, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. And look, you hate to ever compare anybody, and you just brought up Courtney. So I'll go there. Like, that's what Courtney Vandersloot used to do, have games like that.
Yeah.
And Kaylin Trong just did as well. And wait till Kaylee gets back.
I know. Just wait till Kaylee gets back.
And you have all that ball handling going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And well, let's see. So Trong ended up with 24. Brenna Maxwell with 13. Ejim with 9 and Hollingsworth with 9. Partner, that'll do it. Zags, impressive win tonight. They are now 10-2 on this season. And I tell you what, I think this is the best Gonzaga women's team I've seen.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see how they go throughout the rest of this season. We saw them tested tonight by a good BYU team. And, man, it's going to be a great WCC.
They responded. Well, ladies and gentlemen, happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you. Gonzaga wins at 67-58. Good night.